here in this first quarter. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
4 down, check, check.
Looking to throw. Funches has it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hoyer going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go deep for Funches. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. A big play that time for the Raiders. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Let's bring it. Express.
Now Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. That'll bring up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Coming this way, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, set. 30 base.
59, Mike the 59. I'm coming.
2nd and 13. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
They'll drop the throw. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing his car on third down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, fellas.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. To throw once more on second and 10. Hoyer. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check 25. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Hoyer. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Exit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Poyer. Ebron's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Running is Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 45 on second down, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing now is Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
59. Here we go, D. Here.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. Rodgers brings it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It's our field.
Hey, 734.
Jim.
Carr now on first down. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
I'm trying to collect.
637.
50's the mic.
Express.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep.
They run it with Jacobs. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, we're good. Kill. 50. Come on, let's go.
On third down, Carr. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
618.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Express.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Who that? Who that? Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Carr gives to Richard. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a solid pickup, 8 yards, but work still to do now on 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
To throw his Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Colts 3. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of... Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Pull it high.
Check safety. Check safety.
Hey, orbit. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On third down, a run by Mack. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Too little, cupcake.
Yeah.
They're going to try and throw. And the Raiders have got him. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got it.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 180.
51, Mike, 51. Let's go one more.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
What down? 180.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 now. Carr, he's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Quick there, quick there. White Monday. Come. That's it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Mack.
Run, go.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
91, 61, matchbox lights.
They'll run on first down. Matt. He was brought down by Eric Harris.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, that's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards of first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Raider 1. $6.94. 26, Mike. 20,
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.
So for Oakland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. Alongside Charles Davis.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like it's you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. If up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Yes.
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Get that ball. Get the rocket. Get the cheese and Mike. Watch Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Tighten up.
From the gun, Flacco forced out to his left. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Melvin Gordon, a 2-time Pro Bowler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set. Block 15.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up. Switch.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one.
Hey, Delta. Hey, Echo.
51's the mic. We want this.
White, 80 hot.
Rivers to throw it.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go, let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check, check. Lucky. Check.
Red. Check 31.
Rush in.
Greystone, travel.
51.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Rolling to his right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
20. 57 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Hurry, now.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 40 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up. Sponge.
Wing.
Go. Check 52.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Check 24. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
52's the mic. Blue down.
Big difference.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll pitch it. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Flacco from the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Flacco. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Wait, okay, regular. All day, dog.
Once more, it's Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the week. There goes Melvin Gordon, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Flacco. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go pass again with Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Flacco now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Great job, man.
Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys continue to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play fake. Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Anthony Lynn says now's the time. His guy's going on fourth down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking to throw again on second down. Flacco and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 49 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Check 99.
Wide.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On third down, Lindsey, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Travis Benjamin on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
We
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Record.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist. Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist. Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. This ain't the switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.